Can't wait to see, how some
Oh,
of the
can we talk?
storylines.
Can we talk about the Royal Rumble? Can we talk
I
about that?
mean, why not? Why not? We
Yeah.
we we talking about wrestling anyway.
Yo, so
Yeah.
segue into the Royal Rumble. You know, we guys were big wrestling fans. You know, I watched the Royal Rumble. Chris watched the Royal Rumble. Um, I was very impressed with the women's Royal Rumble. That really shocked me. I didn't expect those things to happen. I didn't expect a TNA champion to come out and come and show her talents on wrestling. I think that's a really good idea. I think they need to continue to do that. You know, I think that can really like because they do it all the time when they go to Japan. Like they go to Japan, they fight in Japan. They'll fight somebody on New Japan Wrestling. I think that's
Hmm.
something they need to do with TNA, AEW. They need to have an agreement where you can pay a certain amount of money, you rent a wrestler. I think that's something they need to do more of because that's you can get big draw with that. Um,
Definitely.
I loved Jade Cargill. I think she was phenomenal. I think Jade Cargill is like she is an epitome of a new type of black female wrestler. And I think her and Bianca Belair have similar body style. Jay's just taller. Bianca's strong too, very fit, small, very fit. Um, I think they're gonna really do battle. I was talking to one of my colleagues at work, and he's a wrestling fan too, and he was saying like they took so long trying to bring her out because she doesn't have good mic skills. Her mic skills aren't on point yet. So Jay's mic skills ain't really there. So it might be how Roman Reigns was when he first came in with Nexus, where he didn't speak. He didn't speak like the first year or two. You didn't hear Roman Reigns say anything on the mic. Or how Brock Lesnar was when he first came in. He didn't say anything on the mic because he didn't know how to speak on the mic. So I think it's going to be something where they slowly start to get her better and better and more comfortable with speaking on the mic until her mic skills get a little bit better. Um, I definitely enjoyed what surprised me the most was the Kevin Owens and Logan Paul match. That battle
Yeah.
that surprised me. I didn't expect Logan Paul to be that damn good and that athletic. I didn't expect that. I didn't like how it ended though with a DQ. I didn't like that. I kind of wanted Kevin Owens to win because I was rooting for KO, so I kind of wanted that, and he was hitting a bunch of finishers on him, so I really did enjoy that. Um, the men's Royal Rumble was okay. I mean, it wasn't. I kind of liked the female one better. I mean, I really wasn't blown away by the men's Royal Rumble like that. The Fatal 4-Way was good. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm getting tired of Roman Reigns. I'm gonna be honest. You can't have a Fatal 4-Way with Randy Orton and AJ Styles in it, and then Roman Reigns wins off a nut ass thing, and Randy Orton gets thrown off the top rope. I mean, gets thrown over the ropes, and he's gone. He's out for a while. AJ Styles is out, and then it's him and who's the other guy in the Fatal
LA
4-Way?
Knight. LA
LA
Knight.
Knight. And then it's like he hits him with the freaking spear or the Superman punch, and it's over. Like that. Like I don't know. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. And then I want to yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how I seen it. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
I enjoyed, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I loved, like you said, I really did enjoy the Women's Royal Rumble. I was
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised by the Women's Royal Rumble because we was in the
Yeah.
group chat texting, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, how long is this? How long
Yeah.
is the Women's Royal? And that's no shade to the ladies, man.
Yeah.
Loved all the participants. And I love where the WWE is going as far as their women superstars.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I was pleasantly surprised, man. At the performance that all the ladies put on.
Hmm.
I was, I, w- you know, I was excited to see Jade just like you were, because I
Yeah.
had been waiting to see her debut. I didn't know it. I didn't know that her mic skills, needed some work, and I didn't know that
Yeah.
was a factor in the whole thing. That's great information from your folks because I was, excuse me, as a fan, I was just wondering,
Yeah. Like why?
she had
Why
gotten
the?
signed so
Yep.
long ago that I was just like, what's happening? And I think she had little small cameos where like she had made appearances and stuff with
Yeah.
Triple H and stuff like that. But like, I was just like, yo, what's happening? And I was
Yeah.
starting to wonder, like, damn, are they starting to regret the signing? Like, is there something there that like we don't know about that's preventing her?
Let me ask you one question. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
Were you anticipating Sasha Banks to come out?
No, was she there? She wasn't there, was she?
I could have sworn that they was re-signing her. They was re-signing her back to WWE.
They signed Naomi back. They didn't. I don't know, man. I don't even. Is Sasha Banks wrestling right now? Where does she
She
wrestle
was
at?
she was wrestling for was it Ring of Honor? Ring of Honor? She was at Ring of Honor, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, ROH. I think she's at Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I
I
would
could have
have to
I
look
could have
into it
sworn
more.
I could have sworn somebody told me that they was gonna think about bringing her back for the Royal Rumble, either as a female talent or as like on a Legends contract. That's what I thought. That's what I
I
thought.
mean, she did the walkout thing, right? Or am I tripping?
We'll walk out there. She wasn't even there. I don't think she was there. Sasha Banks
No,
was there.
no. I'm talking about like she walked out the company is what I thought.
Yeah, her and Naomi walked out of the company. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I wonder. I mean, being as though they brought Naomi back, I think it's only right to bring her back. I wonder if there's still like some mending that's going on there to kind of smooth things out because I don't think
yeah,
that the executives was fond of that, and so I would love to see her come back though. That
yeah.
would that and it's like I said, I love where the female division is going with the
Mhm.
WWE, man. They got
Yeah,
so much talent now. And they're like it used to be back in the days where it was, you know, the big names, but that was it. Like your
that
Trish
was it.
Stratuses, your Litas,
Lita, that's it. That was it.
um, yeah, China, and
Yeah.
that's it. You know what I'm saying? But
And it's nah. Go ahead, bro. Sorry. Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say like the diversity that they have, the different body types, like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
different cultures, like
Mhm.
the different athletic styles. Like it's just dope to see because you get so much variety with the male division. You know what I'm saying? It's so much diversity over there that to see
Mhm.
like to see that the women have just as much going on and they have their own storylines that are dope as well too. Like I was thoroughly impressed for sure.
Yeah. But continue to go. Continue to go. Tell me what else you liked about it, bro.
Um Fatal four way is no. I think the WWE is tired of Roman Reigns. If I'm being honest with
Yo,
you,
like,
like they take shots at him every chance they get. Just this past Monday on Raw, they took another shot at him. My man Seth Rollins took another shot at him because I think everybody is just and listen, he's worked hard. Can't take nothing away from the
yeah,
man, but like yo, you're a part time champion, and what the hell do you do on the other part time side? Like, what are
yeah,
you doing that makes you so busy that you can't defend your title more than
I
once
mean,
every 2 months? Like,
I
you ain't
think
in no
I
movies. You ain't
no,
The Rock.
I think it's the leukemia thing. Like that's like the number. I think that's what really keeps him out of keep defending it more and more.
And I forgot about that. So
Yeah, I think that's like the number one thing. Like the cancer thing, I think that really keeps him from because he has a weak immune system. So any type of sickness, bro, he's not gonna be able to compete. So he's probably any type of issue, he's probably not able to compete. But I will say, I remember we talked about this a long time ago. Let me see if your memory remembers. I remember we talked about wrestling a while ago, and I told you, I said, bro, they're gonna bring the Rock back for the WrestleMania. They're gonna do Rock and Roman. And you looked at me and you said, "Oh, bro, why would they do that? That's so stupid." And what did I tell you? I said I knew they was gonna do it, but you was like, "Bro, that's tried and true. They do it every time. Like they bring Rock, he fights somebody, he loses, then he passes the torch." But I told you, I said, "Bro, I'm telling you, that he's gonna come back." And look what's happening, right?
so what
He's
makes
not,
you think The Rock is coming back?
bro. He's fighting Roman at WrestleMania. What do you don't think that's gonna happen?
No, I think Cody is fighting
Nah,
Roman
it's
at
not Cody, bro.
WrestleMania.
It's not Cody, bro. I
He
don't think
just
so.
won the Rumble.
Yeah, he just won the Rumble. He can challenge. He can challenge Cody. He can challenge Roman. He can challenge Seth Rollins. He can challenge what's the
Nah,
other guy who can fight? Bro, you think it's gonna be Cody?
I think it's gonna be Cody. It's finished the story. It's finished the story. Seth
I don't
Rollins
know.
popped all that stuff on Monday, but at the end of the day, I think Cody wants to go through Roman. I think
Nah,
that's
I
that's
don't
the
know.
definition of finishing the story is to go through because he should have won last year and he
Yeah,
got screwed. So it's like, yo, biggest stage in the world, WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia. I gotta finish what I started. You seen at the end of the Rumble, he was pointing,
No, he played
I
it.
want you,
Yeah,
I
but I
want
mean,
you.
I don't know, bro. I did. The Rock's already been.
He's beat
There's.
Seth Rollins 3 times already since he's been back in the WWE.
Yeah,
Seth
yeah.
is
That's not
hurt.
gonna.
It's an easy
Yeah,
win. Like
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know because I don't know what they're trying to do with Roman Reigns. I don't know why they've allowed him to keep the title this long. I don't know if they're trying to make him with the longest time because they're never gonna beat Bruno Sammartino's record. It's never gonna get beaten. This is
how
never
long
gonna
is his
get beaten.
record again?
It's like 1,600 days, bro. It's never gonna get beaten. It was like it was a long time. Bruno Sammartino's record was like 1,600 days of world champion. Like
Man,
there's no there for that to happen, it has to be a wrestler unquestionably the best.
bro,
Like
I'm telling
the
you, that's
best.
never gonna happen for the
No,
mere fact
no.
that it gets boring.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
just
not
it's not
entertaining for the
it's not
viewer.
enough. There's not enough. Like I mean, it's like if
And
you
like,
can't if you couldn't do it with Brock, you couldn't do it with Brock because Brock had the title for a long time too. You couldn't do it with Brock. You think you're gonna be able to do it with Roman to try to keep that longevity when it comes to holding the title for that long? I mean, that's just I don't understand
bro,
that.
like you just said, it would have to be like the all-time great in terms of
Yeah,
wrestler.
yeah,
Who is that skilled, that unbeatable in today's WWE when there's so much talent up and down the roster
yeah.
that can hold a title for 1,600 days?
Um, Not anybody I can think of. I mean, I would have said Randy, but Randy about 10 years ago. Randy 10 years ago, maybe. Randy Orton
Maybe.
10 years ago, but Randy now he's not. But I will say, I forgot to mention this. One guy I really did like, that dude in the Royal Rumble, Braun Breaker. Braun
I
Breaker?
knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say
Bro,
that.
the quickness, the athleticism, the strength he has, he reminds me of like a mixture between Cesaro and Kurt Angle. Like a mixture with the strength, the quickness. It's just,
The
it looked like it
technical
was,
skill.
yeah, the technical, it looked like unmatched in there. And then he got the singlet on, like it looked very unmatched in there. I'm gonna be honest
Yeah,
with you.
definitely. I don't even remember how Braun got eliminated. Truth be told, but no, he put on a show at the Rumble,
Yeah,
man. And I can't,
bro.
yo, I that's what I mean about the talent, man. As
Yeah,
far as like throughout the roster, because that's a name who that's a guy who put on a good show.
yep.
So now he's got a little bit of buzz and a little bit of
Hmm.
a name. Now you got to find a way to fit him into the story. Now
Yeah,
you gotta find a role for him on one of these regular shows. I can see him on SmackDown. Um, but
yeah,
yo, he showed out. He
yeah,
showed out. So I enjoy Braun Breaker's performance too. I would love to see what they're gonna do with him moving forward. But yeah, man, to what we were saying. No, I don't. This Roman Reigns thing is, I think it's gonna be wrapping up soon. If I'm being
yeah.
honest,
I
man.
mean,
Like,
because it's like they've already ended like the tribal thing, right? The tribal thing is not really a thing no more. It's kind of like the bloodline thing is really done because everybody kind of went their own separate ways. They kind of want to do their own individuality thing. So that's kind of that storyline's ending. So he's the tribal chief, but what tribe? Everybody he don't got nobody with him no more. Everybody doing their own thing.
yeah,
So I mean, you're gonna have to. He's gonna have to lose to somebody. I mean, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I mean that looks good. That sounds nice. That sounds good.
carry in the WWE, bro.
Who Cody?
Yeah,
He
since
got.
he came back, he's been
Yeah,
carrying.
he has the best. He has one of the best entrances in the WWE right now.
Yeah,
That whoa, like he got the best
that's my
entrance.
shit.
Before my favorite entrance used to be Randy Orton. That was my favorite entrance, but Cody Rhodes kind of got the best entrance right now, and he's just like he just has his name is cool. The Nightmare. It's just he comes from a great wrestling family, like that dynasty of his brother Dustin and then his dad, the American Dream. Like he just has a great lineage. And what better way? I mean, it doesn't make sense to put him against Roman Reigns, who also comes from a great wrestling family, comes from the Anoa'i family, whatever the Samoan name is called. He comes from that family of the
Hawaii or something like that.
Anoa'i. He comes from like The Rock, Umaga, Rikishi, all them guys, Rocky Maivia, all those guys. So he comes from that lineage. So not Rocky, Peter Maivia. He comes from that lineage. So it's kind of like you put those two in the battle, and you see who comes out top. So I kind of can agree. I think that missed a better story than him and The Rock. I really did think it was gonna be The Rock because it just looked like it was gonna be The Rock. I just thought it
that's
was.
the thing, because of the fact that you know Roman's still going to have Solo in some form or fashion.
Yeah,
I think I could still see a scenario where The Rock is involved, but I
yeah,
don't think as a participant. Like, I think in terms of like some sort of aid to Cody to
yeah,
kind of level the playing field and make things a little bit even. But to have The Rock just pop up a couple months before Mania and
yeah,
be the number one contender is like I because that's so like I said before, number one, it's been done. Like we've seen it
yeah.
before.
With John Cena, yeah,
Yeah, but then too, it's like it's also so predictable to the point where like you kind of know that Roman is going to win that match, not because he's a
yeah.
better wrestler than The Rock, but because you know The Rock is not about to dedicate time to being no
No,
champion in
but
2024.
but I do agree with the manager role. I do agree with that because of the fact that The Rock is on the board of directors now of the TKO. So that does make sense because he'll
Yeah,
be more involved. So I do agree with that. That does make more sense. Like as a manager role or like a tag team situation, that makes a. I would rather see that a tag team, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, Roman, Solo.
for sure,
That
for
makes more
sure,
sense. And
and
that
it'd
would
be
be that.
dope.
Yeah, they would put that. I think they would make that like what's the next pay per view? Judgment Day? Is it Judgment Day? What's the next pay per view? There's another pay
I
per view
think it's
coming up.
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Oh well, they can't do it for Elimination Chamber, but yeah, bro. Man, wrestling's getting good, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna let people know. Like I haven't watched wrestling like that in depth in so long. I just would
neither,
read
bro.
articles about it and just pop in. And then when I see the Royal Rumble was coming back, I'm like, all right, let me watch it. I told my wife, I said, yo, wrestling, 8 o'clock. I got the TV. And my son was like, oh, Dad, can I watch Bluey? No, wrestling. You gonna watch wrestling tonight? Popped on the wrestling, was watching the pre-show, getting to know everybody who was there because I didn't
Yeah.
know all this shit. I didn't know half the wrestling. So then we get into the Royal Rumble, then it's the women's Royal. I'm like, oh my god, these women is like super athletic. And then I see the people I know. Naomi's the first, and it's like, oh, Naomi. Oh my God, Naomi's first against Natalia, one of her good close friends in the wrestling business. They fighting against each other, and they got everybody else coming in. Asuka, it's a Japanese joint.
Oscar.
Asuka. You got Asuka coming in. You got Becky Lynch. I used to love Becky Lynch. I used to
Still
love
love
Becky
Becky.
Lynch. I used to love Becky Lynch. And then they had Bailey, who ended up winning, which I
Yeah.
didn't see. I didn't see that. But then when I talked to my colleague, he was like, "Yo, that was bound to happen. Like it was going to be her." And I was telling him, I was like, "Damn, I wanted Bianca to win, or I wanted either Becky to win, or I wanted Naomi because she was the first one. She was the first entry." But he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, bro, they wouldn't do it like that. Like it's already been written. Like she's gonna get the win the Royal Rumble and then probably challenge Rhea Ripley." Challenge
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley for the title. And I was like, that makes sense.
I think
But
she's
yeah,
gonna challenge the other. I think she's gonna. I think it's Io
not
Sky.
yeah, the Asian one, my bad. The
Yeah, I think
Asian
she's
one.
gonna
She's gonna challenge the
challenge
Asian
her.
one. Yeah. Damn, man, this is so it's like wrestling has so many possibilities. Like it's like
Yeah.
how do you do it? Like now you got Jade Cargill, you got Bianca Belair, which is the match everybody wants to see. That's like no, but nobody can say they don't want to see that. But it's like, all right, so how do you fit that? Do you do a triple threat match with her and Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill, a triple threat match? How do you build up that anticipation? Like
Bro.
what do you do? Like what do you do? Like there's so many ways you can go about it. You got Naomi who's back. How do you fit her in the current storyline? Or is she just back on a Legends thing? Like we don't even know. So is she back on the main roster? Like we don't know. But so
But
it's like
for her to last as long as she did in the Rumble, I think she back. Like I don't think it's
yeah,
just
like
Cause
Yeah,
she
I agree with
lasted
you.
for over an hour. She
Yeah,
she
bro.
was all the way up until like the top 5, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that can go. And then when Charlotte Flair comes back from her being injured, her
I
boyfriend's back.
literally was just thinking of her.
Andrade's back. So when Charlotte Flair comes back, where are you gonna fit her?
And he just
She's
signed with Raw.
yeah. So it's like you got top talent coming back. It's like where is it gonna go? Where what's gonna
Bro,
happen? So
bro.
it's so many ways. That's why I love wrestling because there's so many ways a certain storyline or just the cultivation of it can go. Like somebody told me the other day, "Oh, you watching a grown man soap opera?" I said, "Don't ever disrespect wrestling.
A
I don't ever disrespect it." I'm like, "You're crazy." I
grown
was
man
like,
soap
"This is
opera is
art.
crazy.
This is art. This is something where you watching it, you grow back to love it. You might fall out of love with it. I love it, but one watch of a match or an event or even like a regular Raw or SmackDown, you will go back to be like, oh my god, I missed this, man. Miss
Yeah,
watching wrestling.
for
It's just
sure.
it's just something I love, man. But yeah, continue, bro. Just continue. Sorry, I went on a
Nah,
tangent.
nah. Damn. Uh, no. Oh yeah. So, uh, Fatal 4-Way, predictable. Um,
Yeah, big
I
time.
did. I was like you mentioned. I was also pleasantly surprised by the KO and
Yeah,
excuse me, KO and Logan Paul match. I didn't like the ending either.
yeah,
Cause man, I'm a KO fan. I like what KO stands for. He's a scrappy dude. He not the most athletic or not the best built dude, but he'll give you a fight, and I like that, man. I'm with
yeah,
that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Um,
yeah,
I wonder if that's done and over with, but we'll see as far as that's concerned. Because I would have loved to see Logan lose that title. I don't even
yeah.
know if Logan's not even full time on the card for real. So I don't know
That
why he has a title.
I don't understand why. Like I know he's never gonna be full time, but it's like, bro, like you have talent, like it's there, like
And
just
at
be a
this
full
point, is
time
he even
wrestler.
that big of a name? Like to just do a part time role? Like I know he's big social media wise, but is he
Yeah,
that big to where he's a draw?
I think he does make a big draw. I will say, like with his social media, with him having like like almost the number one podcast on YouTube, I think he does bring a lot of his following to WWE. So that's why I think he's able to cultivate and be part time. But I think if you're a full fledged wrestling fan, you kind of get in the knack of like, bro, like drop the title or be full time. Like this part time stuff gets annoying. Like it's similar to like when The Rock would do Hollywood and he would come in every couple of months or every 5 to 7 years. Like, bro, we don't want you to do that. Or Brock Lesnar when he would come and he would come back for a little bit and then leave for like 7 months and then come back. Like it's either you're here or you're gone. There's only a few
Yeah.
wrestlers that do that where they're here 360 days out the year, 365 days out the year. They're there every time. Randy Orton was one of them. He didn't take breaks. He was always there. Thank God he's back. Thank God he's back.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
Mr. Viper, man. Mr.
yeah.
Viper
He
for
was
sure.
the legend killer, man. The legend killer.
Yes, sir.
The legend
Um
killer, man.
lastly, as far as the men's rumble, I enjoyed the men's rumble as well. Probably not to the same level of which I enjoyed the women's rumble, but I thought it was dope. Uh, um I thought it was dope, and to just specifically as far as Cody Rhodes again, like to see where he's come to, how far he's come to, and to see that, to see the emphasis being put on his story the way it is, I enjoy it a lot. That's why I am hoping that he does still end up challenging Roman at WrestleMania, because I think the character emphasis that they've put on Cody since he's come back, and how he's been through so much since he's come back to the WWE period. I would love to see that finish out. Um, I don't realistically know who else is out there that would be that would make sense as far as knocking off Roman Reigns. Like if you put Roman, we know Roman Reigns is going to be in a main event at WrestleMania.
Right.
It's given. So who who makes the most sense as far as a challenger that you feel confident in, that will realistically take those titles from him. I can't as much talent as there is on the roster. I don't know who that person will be. I don't believe in LA Knight. I love Randy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Knight. Yeah.
Him doing is funny too. I ain't even gonna lie. His entrance is funny
I'm
too,
not with
man.
him though. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan, man. I'm over it. For real, for
Yeah.
real. Good talker, good on the mic, but I could do without him. And Randy's just not at the point where he really can. I think if it was a fair fight, I think he could beat Roman. He had him beat. He had that
Yeah.
match won. But I just don't think that storyline wise, Randy beating Roman Reigns right now makes the most sense, or even really challenging again
Yeah.
the way the match finished. So, um, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes is the name and the superstar that I truly believe can get the job
Yeah.
done. And so, I'm I I enjoyed it. Uh, my foresight tells me that I'm loving where it's heading. Um, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the next couple months, man. Like you said, yo, I ain't been this into wrestling and like,
Oh, wow.
bro, it's been so long, man.
Yeah.
It's been so long, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, yo. Like,
Yeah.
I look forward to Mondays. I look forward to Fridays, and
Yep.
whenever there. I mean, this is Royal Rumble was my first pay per view that I watched in ages, bro. Like,
Yeah, I agree with you. I think if I think it was Coley or you that said, "Yo, Royal Rumble is 8 o'clock," and I'm like, Royal Rumble. I'm like, all right, bet. Let me tune in. Let me tune in. And then to find out, like because I used to have Peacock, I didn't have it no more, but I got my cousin's joint, and I
yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't know that the Royal Rumble was gonna be streamed. I thought you had to pay extra for it. So luckily, I was able to stream it, watch it. Bro, I was like, that was one of the best Sunday nights I had in a long time, man. Like, even as I'm watching wrestling, my son's trying to do the wrestling moves on me. I'm like, buddy, I will jackknife powerbomb your ass through the couch if we continue this. Like, we'll take a break right now. I'll do that. But yeah, bro, that wrestling, man, it was just, yeah, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's like it has good nostalgia with me. Like growing up watching that,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
it brings back so many good memories. I don't know what it is.
Yo, and that's dope that he won. That he try and do the moves and stuff, man. Because that's how we grew up, like
Yeah.
doing the moves with your cousins and stuff, trying to hit your
Yep.
cousin with a
Yep.
power bomb and
Yep.
whatnot, bro. Like I remember them days, bro. Like
Yep.
in my grandma's house, power bombing my little cousin
Yep.
on the bed and getting in trouble. Like man,
Yep.
so
Fuck around and break
that's
the bed, and you
dope.
like, oh damn,
That's dope. MJ trying to get it for sure, man.
yeah, bro. Like we'll do it, and I'll have him put me in like a DDT, and I'll be like, all right, buddy, jump, and I'll have him do like a spinning tornado DDT on me, knock me down, and it's like, all right, cover me. He'd be like, 1, 2, 3, new champion. I'm like, there you go, there you go. So yeah, it's love, man. That's one of the good things about parenting, man. With all the other sucky shit, but this is like one of the best things.
Man, parenting and wrestling, bro.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
especially with your namesake,
yeah,
with a young boy. Hey, it's perfect, man,
yeah,
perfect. And wait till he get older, man, and he start knowing them names. Then it's really gonna be like
yeah.
it's gonna be it's gonna be fun for sure, bro.
Oh,
Like,
I can't wait till he turns into a fan. We actually thinking about now. I was talking to my wife about it. We thinking about trying to go to the Mania, trying to see if we can get some cheap tickets to go, man, like a family thing.
bro, I was definitely going to look into it personally for
Yeah,
sure, man. I haven't been to a live wrestling event in like since I was a child.
yeah,
The only time I've ever been to a live wrestling event, my mom took me, and I know for a fact that she did not want to be there, bro. And I
yeah,
had the time of my life. So to be able to go as an adult, like when when I'm getting back into it, and to be able to
yeah,
know everything that's happening, bro, like that would be special. That would be
yeah.
special. So
Nah,
I'm with you, man. I'm with you,
yeah, yeah. I think it's a dope. I think everybody should at least go to one live event, and they usually have a couple WWE live events. Like they'll do them at the UD. They'll do them at
Oh
UD.
yeah,
Yeah, for the low they'll do them at UD or Philly. They'll do them at the Wells Fargo. But I'm definitely gonna check that out. And if it's like if it's reasonable, bro, I'll shoot you the link. You know what I mean? We can make that a double joint. We can all go together.
yeah. Hey,
We can all
man.
be in that joint.
I'm down. I'm down for sure, bro.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down.
Shit, it'd be like 10 minutes from your crib.
What?
You right there.
That's WrestleMania. It's gonna be some traffic, but
Yeah, big time.
you know what I mean? Shit, I'll make it. I'll make it. I'll
Yeah,
get my ass there early.
yeah,
But nah, thoroughly enjoyed the Rumble. It was great. In
yeah.
spite of all the negative headlines, they found a way to make it dope for the fans and everything. So dope show. Dope show.